Well, I guess we can send it down the hall to Mark for our next segment, the Netherworld. Welcome to the Netherworld. In this segment, we will be taking a deep dive into characters in Star Wars. This week's character, Sifo Dyas. Character that I was really interested to get into, learn a little bit more about his origins. Let's go ahead and get right in the origins of Sifo Dyas. Sifo Dyas was a human male Jedi Master who commissioned the Kaminoans' creation of the Grand Army of the Republic. Sifo Dyas was the son of a fisherman from Minashi in the Cassandran worlds. He was eventually discovered by the Jedi Order by Jedi Master Cherif Myota and got placed under Hawkbat clan under the direction of Terra Sinube. He then became very close friends with a familiar face, Count Dooku. At some point, Sifo Dyas discovered the journal of Clias Terradine, which revealed the existence of the Bogan collection in the Jedi archives. With this secret, he convinced Dooku to help him break in and learn more about this secret. While Sifo Dyas was distracted looking through the scrolls, Dooku was drawn to a large piece of metal that he connected with through the Force. Dooku grew closer to it, but he heard the sound of a beast. Now this frightened Dooku, and he summoned a Force wave which destroyed many items in the archives and threw Sifo Dyas through a glass cabinet. Now the noise drew the attention of Chief Librarian Rastelli Quist, who caught the apprentices and took them straight to the infirmary. Masters Yoda and Braylon each expressed disappointment in the apprentices for violating their trust. Upon completing the initiate trials, Sifo Dyas participated in the Padawan tournament where younglings would compete against each other in combat. Sifo Dyas came up against Dooku, who defeated him blindfolded and with one arm behind his back, showing just how powerful Dooku was. Now, Dooku didn't demand his surrender and allowed Sifo Dyas to duel to a stalemate. Following this, Sifo Dyas was taken as a Padawan learner by Master Kostana, much to Dooku's disappointment as he had hoped that he would be chosen. Under Master Kostana, his mind was open to the current of the cosmic force, which granted him very vivid force visions of the future. His power was kept as a secret because his master was scared that the council would see his power as being potentially dangerous. Now, over the years, Sifo Dyas and his master dedicated their life to locating dark side artifacts, and also kind of expanding on the Bogan collection as well. At some point following their mission to Asusto, Sifo Dyas was knighted. Now, Sifo Dyas stayed close with his master throughout the years and kind of grew further apart from his good friend Dooku. Later in his life, Sifo Dyas became a Jedi Master, and in 39 BBY, he became a leading member of the Jedi High Council. Prior to the invasion of Naboo, tensions arose between Sifo Dyas and his fellow council members. Foreseeing an upcoming attack, he started advocating for the creation of an army for the Republic. The rest of the council deemed his actions too extreme and removed him from the council, but he found a way to eventually carry out his idea without their consent. In 33 BBY, Sifo Dyas contacted the Kaminoans, who were known for their clone hatcheries. He secretly wanted them to create a clone army for the Republic and commissioned Prime Minister Lama Su to create that clone force. Sometime later, Dooku, under the apprenticeship of Darth Sidious, betrayed Sifo Dyas and paid the Pike Syndicate to destroy his shuttle with him in it. and as we know, Sifo Dyas did not survive. Now, it had been mentioned that Dooku had been told that Sifo Dyas was creating this clone army for the Republic, so that's kind of how the two Sith got word. But the two Sith used the clone army that Sifo Dyas had commissioned to later destroy the Jedi. Dooku took Sifo Dyas' body to Felucia and had it cremated according to Felucian customs, thus leaving the council members unaware of his whereabouts and his fate. Sifo Dyas was a powerful Jedi with the great power of foresight, which some had seen as potentially dangerous since he got visions of the future. He started the creation of a clone army which would lead to the downfall of the Jedi, which obviously he had never intended for, but was betrayed by his close friend, Count Dooku. Sifo Dyas is a super interesting character in which we really don't know a whole lot about. We have a pretty good background on his character, but and some important life events, but we don't know everything detail for detail. So, hoping to kind of expand on that in the future. That's it for the Netherworld in this segment. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this character breakdown. Hopefully, we'll see you back soon as well. And with that, I'll go ahead and send you back to the boys in the studio.